Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber. Sunday, July 17th, 1:50 p.m. New York time. Binary event's going to happen this week, supposedly going to happen this week in the United States Senate side of Congress. The Senate Democrats plan to roll out a weed discrimination bill. So that'll be voted on. May not be enough votes to have it pass. You can check the Congress website to see details of who the sponsors of it is, as well as how it worked out on the House side. Yeah, the House voted on it weeks or months ago and they passed it. The point is, I'm going to discuss here is stocks that are related to the cannabis, marijuana industry sector. Some of them actually provide software, some of them provide the hardware and other tools to manage that industry. Some are not 100% invested in that industry. They might be large companies that have capital partnerships with other companies, so they're considered having upstream income that benefit their company. Got it. Some of these are big companies that have been around for a long time, and some of these are small companies that existence may not go on much longer. I've showed many videos past years on the cannabis stocks. A lot of them were penny stocks. I traded them many years ago as day trading, penny stocks, as well as swing trading. Typically the swing trade I had of them was anywhere from 2 to 4 days. The bad thing about them is the liquidity is terrible on most of them. The liquidity dries up sometimes that same day and never comes back ever again. It might be a one-day wonder. Some of them, or majority of them, have terrible spreads between the bid and ask. So overall, it's a terrible industry to be day trading and swing trading them, majority of them. And a lot of them are not even listed anymore. What happened was they did mergers, acquisitions with other companies. So the other companies took over their stock shares, and some of them just dissolved, failed to meet requirements to be maintained on whatever particular stock exchange they were on. Stock exchanges, we have different stock exchanges in the United States, not just the New York Stock Exchange, not just the NASDAQ. We have several OTC exchanges. And a little bit else to give you. In the past years, the cannabis stocks, a lot of celebrities were paid to endorse them. Paid to endorse them does not necessarily mean they were paid cash. Yeah, a lot of them were stock deals. Okay, I'm going to break that down a little bit more. They might be given 700,000 shares or 50 or 40,000, 20,000 shares free, stock shares of that company. And they're going to go on road shows, as well as appearances on TV shows, radio shows, interviews for newspapers, magazines, and some of them go worldwide to promote a company's business that's directly or indirectly involved in providing a product or service for that industry, the medical marijuana. Let's not even say the medical, because now some states have it where it's recreational, legal. I think what, Canada, Thailand, and in the United States, certain states that have it recreational, legal. So back on the endorsements, some of these endorsement celebrities can receive stock shares. Some receive combination cash and stock shares. A lot of them don't understand finance very well, or they have bad people that consult to them on managing those finance. So takeaway is a lot of them received the stock shares. The stocks went higher. They didn't sell when stocks were at high. They held on to the stocks when they went lower and lower, and some of them never went back up. Bad management. Again, they're not active traders, well versed in economics or finances. The majority of people are not. But again, is their capital, their loss. Opportunities, they were exploited. So I'll give you a little bit more. Let's go some actors that were endorsing these. Again, some of them actors. Gene Simmons. I'll just go in a combination. Actors, athletes, musicians, politicians, business owners, okay? Gene Simmons. Who's the other? Snoop Dogg. Mike Tyson. Dennis Rodman. Elon Musk. Did I say Arnold Schwarzenegger? Clinton. Bill Clinton, former President Bill Clinton, former President George W. Bush. Yeah, so some of these people endorse the products. Some of these people use the products. Maybe they all use the products. I see Elon Musk too, yeah. So a lot of them were proud to endorse the products. Some of them denied that they inhaled it. They just said they smoked it, but they didn't inhale it. Yeah, okay. They still used it when it was illegal. And then some of them were proud to say they were smoking it at the time when they said they were smoking it and said they're going to continue. Was that Elon Musk? Right, let's go look at the stocks. But back in the pump and dump has occurred for so many times, the financial instruments. Some of the more current ones are regarding cryptocurrencies and FTs. Buy low, sell high. Not the retail. Most retail ones are doing wrong. And who's these ones pumping, dumping them? Some of them are the individual companies that own them. Some of them are the media outlets or publications that are putting those news stories out, and they're getting free stock shares too from the company that manufactures it. And they're going to sell it when it's a certain price high. It might be $1 higher, $10 higher, 50 cents higher, because they have such large position sizes. They're going to make millions of it. And then a lot of these in the past years ago, were found to do criminal activity for pump and dump. These are from Department of Justice cases I read many times in the past years. And mainstream media does not want to tell people this because they don't think it's newsworthy to draw enough attention. Let's start looking at the charts now. First one, Alpha Charlie Bravo. So the point is, some of these stocks I'm going to show you, there might be an opportunity to day trade some of them, might be an opportunity to swing trade them the next couple of days. Investing in them, I would pass on all of them. Yeah. So Alpha Charlie Bravo, that's a stock symbol. I'm saying it phonetically. Alpha Bravo Charlie. Looking at the weekly chart, look at that. So for the current year, huge sell-off. Current week is red. There's a low for the year. Terrible shape. Terrible shape. And look at this. Very suspicious this distribution occurring here. Let's put it on a daily. There we go on a daily. Most of these are small, little candle trading ranges on the daily. But last Thursday, huge trading range. Massive trading range. Suspicious, something's going on there. Then following through there. Let's put it on a half an hour. There we go on 30 minutes. So massive pump. Pre-market hours on that Friday, huge sell-off. When the market opened that Friday, huge sell-off. There's a binary event. Some fast news story. Yeah, excuse me. I apologize. This happens, often occurs. So these are the opportunities if you choose to take these trades. Let's look at the next one. Alpha, Romeo, November, Alpha. Look at this one, all-time new high for the year, $100. So that was from last year here, going forward. Huge trading range just for this week alone. Again, because the news that's going on. Let's look at the daily. That gapped up last week twice. Next one, Bravo, Lima, Oscar, Zulu, Foxtrot. Huge consolidation, declining, getting closer to the lows again. Let's just look at the daily. Wow, massive junk. Next one, Bravo, Uniform, Delta, Zulu. Look at that green candle last week. So the past 3 weeks, we had these huge wicks on the bottom, demand zone, buyers stepping in there. Hasn't really gone much, gone too far. Nope. Let's look at it on the daily. Yep, so if you were one of the ones buying the garbage down here, if you're still holding it, you're in a lot of risk. Come Monday it gaps lower, you're in a losing position. But if you bought there and sold before the weekend, well, you made a few pennies for each share. And just think if you had 5, 10, 20,000 shares, you had a nice paycheck. Nice. Next one, Charlie Alpha, November. Again, garbage. Look at this, massive sell-off. But big trading range. Let's look at the daily. I'm sorry for saying big trading range. I mean, big consolidation. Big consolidation. Just again, a lot of sell-off. Next one, Charlie Alpha Romeo Alpha. So we had here double bottom and slowly grinding up, higher high, higher low. But earlier, past weeks, massive sell-off. It's just doing a retracement. And interesting, Friday did an inside candle. That's very interesting. Solid body equivalent to red, but that means indecision. Let's look at the daily, see if we get a bigger picture. Yeah. So as it's declining, buyers are still stepping in, buying it. Let's see if it gets to this midpoint. That would be interesting. Maybe another huge surge coming by it or down here. Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Sierra. Yeah, massive consolidation, a lot of distribution occurring down here. Charlie, Bravo, Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot. With that, 1 week of price activity several weeks ago. Oof, terrible. Now, all this red finally has a green candle. Let's put on the daily, looks what's going on here. Oh, that's garbage. And the next one, Charlie, Goff, Charlie, new low for the year. Let's just see if there's any pump and dump. Yep, terrible. Let's go on to the next ones. So again, the first group I showed you, more Jordan, more terrible. But again, some people are lured just by news story. Maybe I think you used the wrong word, Lord. Are believing those news stories that when they're going to say this thing's going to go 5, 10, 15, $200 million upside, and they're going to put a large amount of capital in it and walk away. And then when they come back and lose a lot, well, they might be quiet about it. Yeah. Bad money management. Charlie, Romeo, Bravo, Papa, be better off putting your money in good index, S&P 500 for long term. So green for the week. Huge tail on the top, huge sell-off. There we go. We have a demand zone below the 25 cents. Not surprised. We have a rejection up there, right here. That was a prior supply zone where a huge amount of sellers were, came up, retested it, and sellers still took over, bring it down. Again, we also have a level up there, level down here. Let's put this on a daily. Oof, look at that huge trading range of that one period of time for that 1 day, huge price range. Again, if you have 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 20,000 shares, and the thing moves 10, 20, 50 cents, that's a big opportunity to make some nice money. Charlie, Romeo, Lima, Bravo, Foxtrot. Okay, we have a reversal. All these weeks, huge sell-off. And that prior week was green, making a higher high, higher low. And then the prior week, look at that, white candle. White candle means open and close the same price. Let's put it on the daily. That means indecision. Yep. So you can see it's a slow grind up, a lot of pumping up. And then Thursday, a huge pump up with that huge tail on the top. And then Friday made a higher high, higher low. And then it closed, fast sell-off inside that prior day. Let's put this on a 30-minute. Interesting. Yep, so this was Thursday. Impulse move up, consolidation, impulse moved up. That was the end of Thursday. And then Friday made higher highs. Fast sell-off. And then the little retracement to even continue sell-off going deep back inside that Thursday. All these people that might have got trapped up there. Yeah, same with these people that bought because they were swing trading. Maybe you got to think they're going to hold it a few weeks, a few months. Maybe they thought it was going to go $5, and maybe they bought more and more. And then for whatever reason, they didn't get out of it, and now they're totally in the negative. And it may never go back to that high again. Well, we can see It's massive declining. Bad investments. Here's a popular one. Charlie Romeo Oscar November. Inside candle for the week. It's an acceleration. There's the low for the year. Put on a weekly. Yep, a lot of price activity occurring in here. Let's go on to the next. Charlie Whiskey Bravo Hotel Foxtrot. Massive consolidation there. A lot of distribution. 50 cents struggling around. Yep, look at the daily. Yep, it's garbage. Foxtrot Alpha Foxtrot. Same thing. Bearish pin bar here. And this might be a stop hunt. Yep, that weekly candle may be a stop hunt. Not surprised. Goff Romeo November Hotel. There we go. Inside candle. Let's look at the daily. Still garbage. Goff Romeo Whiskey. Goff. Yeah, again, under $5. Penny stocks. So many of them are penny stocks. Again, once they get priced below $5, $5 or lower, they're penny stocks. Massive garbage. Let's put this on a daily. Next one, Golf Tango Bravo India Foxtrot. 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row. Green, green, higher, high, higher, low. Let's look at this on a daily. Yep. You can see massive pump there. More of acceleration and a pump there. Still struggling under that $10. Zooming a little bit more. Interesting. Let's put this on a 30-minute. See, earlier, prior weeks, you had that run up. Oof. It's struggling. Hotel Echo Mike Papa Hemp. Same thing. Turning around. Green candles off that lows. Massive junk. Yeah. Big, small penny stock. Wow, garbage. Next ones. Hotel Echo X-Ray Oscar. Nope, garbage. New low for the year. India November Charlie Yankee. Wow, this got a lot of price activity. Again, I tell you, some of these companies are not 100% invested in the cannabis industry. They do other things too to make them diversified. India Victor India Tango Foxtrot. Oh, that's garbage. Let's look at the daily. Wow. And look at that, 0.00001. It can't even make it up to a whole penny. Garbage. I need to remove some of these. They're not worth keeping on my charts. Juliet Uniform Sierra Hotel Foxtrot. Well, that's interesting. So last week, red candle, but made a higher high, higher low. Looks like a possible stop hunt. But that prior week, huge impulse move. And this impulse move here had barely any wicks on the bottom or top. That's typically a very bullish sign. Yeah, when you have a solid body with no tail on the top and bottom, just all buying price, pretty much all buying price action. Let's put on a daily. Yep, there was Thursday, green candle. Friday, gapped up here. And then a fast sell-off back inside that range of Friday. Let's put this on a 30-minute. Yeah, look at all that price activity last week. So again, this was Thursday morning, run up there. And then Friday morning, that's where it opened up there. It opened at the high of the day. Gapped up, fast sell-off, and did a minor retracement. And that last 30 minutes of the market, all sell off to make a new low for the day. All these people that got stuck in there. What was their mindset? What were they thinking? What bad sources were they getting their information from? Maybe they were high when they were trading. May not be the first time people have done that nasty thing. Yeah. Mike Goff, Whiskey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Well, that was a low last year. And look at that. We're a new low this year. Massive sell-off. Let's look at the daily. Garbage. Mike Oscar. It's in a consolidation phase here, but more of a bearish flag wedge pattern. Yeah. Distribution, smart money still selling. Oscar, Goff, India. This is a consolidation here, and it looks like more distribution. Let's look at the daily. Yep, a lot of pump and dump here. Oof. Papa Mike, Philip Morris. Yep, big tobacco company, also involved in the cannabis. So they could easily, in the future, if they decide to leverage up and offer more product services related to this industry, they could wipe out the other companies in the sector and dominate it. That's the risk. You buy those other companies, the low price stocks, or the ones that have small market share, and they're pump and dump and make you believe, because their lies, their publications out, and have people endorse it saying they're going to be the new Philip Morris. Meanwhile, as their market shares decline, where they're going to the other companies. So Philip Morris has a big chance to, again, dominate the market because loose regulation from elected lawmakers. Papa, Oscar, Tango, November. There's another garbage one. We're almost done. Sierra, Mike Goff. Look at this for the year. Consolidation, breakdown, lower, low, lower, low. And that's a dodge of that current candle, weekly candles dodgy. That's in a bearish location. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, garbage. Sierra, November, Delta, Lima. Oh, that's in problem too. So many of them are near the year low. And they can't even make a turnaround. Sierra, Tango, Zulu. Oof, high price one. Must be a heavy. Oh yeah, company of different things. Sierra Whiskey, November. Yep, slow grind down. Tango, Lima, Romeo, Yankee. Yep, slow grind down distribution. Excuse me. I apologize. Tango, Papa, Bravo. Interesting. Let's look at this on the daily. Yep, a lot of activity here. People buying here at the demand zone. And there's not a clear supply zone. There's multiple supply zones here, but not clear. But obviously, if they're day trading them, they're looking to make a few pennies, a few dollars, a few shekels, and selling fit quickly. So let's put this on the 30-minute past few days. Yeah, see these big green candles, big green candles. There's not a good follow through. And then you have these blowout tops and massive sell-off. So again, massive people buying them near these lows and selling them, not holding them, but someone's coming in late buying them at these highs. What kind of person does that? Maybe they hesitate to be buying when it's there. That's not good trading style. No. It's not just cannabis. It happens to a lot of people. They buy the wrong price point. Lack of good training, lack of discipline. I don't know where they get their training from. But again, it's opportunities, because if I'm buying down here, I hope someone's willing to buy it for me up there. That's how it was when I was doing the swing trading, day trading at the cannabis stocks. Uniform, November, Romeo, Victor. And I do that with the same with any stock. Both directions, inside candle distribution. Uniform, Victor, Victor. Oof, terrible shape. Huge sell-off 2 weeks ago. And this current week, huge till on the top again, struggling up there. Let's put that on the daily. Yeah. Massive failure. Victor, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Oh, massive distribution. And we have the final group to look at. Victor, Goff, Romeo. New low for the year. X-ray, Lima, Yankee. 2 weeks inside candles. That's interesting. So it's building a wedge here. Not the best looking wedge, but that is a wedge. So inside candles. The first one, the yellow one, of course, the inside candles I label yellow, is a hollow body that's equivalent to a green. And then that red one, well, small body on top, solid. It's equivalent to a red one. I'm sorry, let me say this again for that. The hollow body equivalent to a green, and the Current week, solid body equivalent to a red. Okay, I need a rest. I'm tired. There's a lot of taking out of me here. Wink, wink, because I'm under the weather. So here's a wedge, and you notice the wedge getting tighter, higher lows, lower highs. So it's a coil in there getting tighter and tighter and tighter. At some point in time, it's going to break out either to the upside or downside. And you notice 140, $140, 150, but it's still a slow grind down. Acceleration, breakdown, retracement, acceleration, breakdown. So the odds are it might have a stop hunt, a bearish stop hunt to the upside, lure a bunch of new buyers in, sheep, ones that are colts, and then they get trapped, and then the follow through fills, and then you have a huge tail on the top, small body, and then it continues going down. Wash and repeat. See that many times. Nothing wrong sitting on hands looking for the opportunity. Now we're looking at daily. Same drawings I used on the weekly, but now we're just looking at the daily. Very interesting here. A lot of opportunities. Let's go to the next one. X-ray, India, India. Okay, huge sell for the week. Wow. Distribution there. Coming down to a demand zone where buyers stepped in here. Well, this might be an opportunity. Look at that. See how it tests that area and comes down there. Set some alerts. Let's look at the daily. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Yep, interesting. Zulu, Yankee, November, Echo. So if I recall, you could check back my past video. I think I mentioned here that I was bearish. I thought that was the opportunity to be selling, shorting, making money on the downside of this stock. And looking at it now, wow, it went nice and low. So if you shorted that stock and that trade idea I gave you, and if you already closed and took profits, good job out of you. If you shorted when I gave it to you and you didn't short or didn't close for profits already, why not? Yeah. But if you like that, well, hopefully, if you're not already, then join my Patreon page. You'll get that information much further in real time than days later. That's the benefit of being a Patreon member. You get my videos and other posts real time, no delay. And let's finish here off on the last one. Mike Sierra, Oscar Sierra. $10 holding. 2 candles, green, higher high, higher low. Again, here's the high for the year, declining. Let's look at the daily, see what kind of pump and dump this is. Yeah. Past days, huge bullish engulfing candle, sellers shut off and trapped all those and had momentum to the upside, did a retracement, huge impulse move to the upside. So Friday did an inside candle. There's almost like a bullish flag pattern forming here. And a little tail there, which is nice. Buyer stepped in there on a retracement of that candle. That's good. That was all technicals very well. Yeah. See what happens come, let's put this on 30 minute, come next week, what happens. Let's put it on the 15 minute. Okay. Many thanks for watching.